Okay, so this is going to sound completely ridiculous if you haven't lived as an honest recluse and you haven't spent time reading literature and like thinking about what humans go through when they're suffering. But if you are a man and you're past a certain age and you've had romantic relationships with women and sometimes you might have broken a heart, sometimes you got your heart broken, um, but you recall what it was like to feel that sort of constant sense of affection for a woman you loved. Okay. Um, and you probably recall what it's like to just look at someone you love and know that you were prepared to just, I don't know, comfort her and help her feel good and safe. And so you have this attitude that you naturally just fall into when you're in the presence of someone for whom you would like take a bullet or something, okay? And this is typically going to be like the romantic connection, the woman you love. But what you learn when you're a recluse is that that same attitude of like open-hearted warmth you have toward a girlfriend or a wife or something can actually be directed toward strangers. Okay, so this sounds like an insane proposition, but if you've done a certain amount of work on your intentions and your inclination to look inward and discover that the depths of your suffering are shared by others to certain extents, then you will see that you kind of mirror and share in the same pain that other people do on a fundamental level. So the precise features and intensity of my loneliness may be different than yours. But if I meet someone and, we're just having a random conversation and I sort of begin to detect that they also have certain unresolved neuroses or something, then I will kind of naturally fall into this sort of helpless affection toward them. And I will kind of feel toward them the same way that I feel toward like a kitten. And I don't know, you kind of learn this affectionate outlook toward people when you live as a recluse for long enough. So there's some common conception that maintains that to be a recluse is to naturally be predisposed toward warped value judgments that will lead you into misanthropy. But reclusiveness, isolation, and the sort of reflective modes of thought that that can permit you can inspire development in the complete opposite direction, whereby your love for people deepens. And then, producing pro-social content becomes easy because you realize, like, we may look different, we may come from different backgrounds, but probably within the next 6 months, we're both going to take a painful shit at least once. So, this is something to think about, okay? You can use your alone time in a way that makes you love people more. And you will sort of learn to naturally forget yourself and what you want to think and feel about yourself. You will eventually bleed into this open field of receptive awareness that is ready to take a stab wound for someone whose name you don't even know. It's going to happen to some of you. Okay, so make your isolation useful, okay? If you believe in God, then try to operate when you're alone in a way that you think will make God smile for an eternity, okay? There has to be something thrilling about life, even when it feels slow-paced. So, anyway, that's some food for thought. Thank you for watching and have a good day. And God bless you.